Welcome to Madrid Reviews. This is your host, Christian Madrid, and on today's video, we're going to be talking about Superman. Let's get to the review now, yo. Alright, y'all, let's get into this. So, I have seen the newest Superman film, and it's pretty good. DC has given us a banger. You know, it's been almost 2 years since DC's released a movie, and while it is different from what I expected, I enjoyed the hell out of this movie, and it's very entertaining, so different in a good way. It's not my favorite version of Superman, as the original 1978 Superman is still my favorite. And today's fun fact, the original Superman 1978, at the time of its release, it was the most expensive movie ever made, at the budget of $55 million. You know, at that time, that was the most expensive movie ever made. You know, that budget, that's a mid-budget action film these days. And that's a big-budget action film in the 70s. So I just shared a little fun fact with you guys. James Gunn knows how to direct a superhero film, as he did a fantastic job with this movie and truly captures the essence of Superman. The writing is good in this film, as the story is great and different from all previous Superman adaptations, and that's what I like about this film. It adds something new to the table, it stands out in a great way, and kicks off this new generation of Superman. Old school Superman fans may not like the new generation Superman film, but you have to understand, you know, a new Superman film has to adjust to the times, and this film does just that and gives modern audiences a great Superman. This film is definitely not perfect and did take a minute for me to adjust to the new Superman. It did take a minute. The first act is a bit slow, but the second and third acts are amazing, action-packed, entertaining as hell, with terrific action sequences. This movie has a very predictable ending, corny dialogue at times, on-the-nose political commentary, and very formulaic and similar story beats to other superhero films. But I can look past all that because this movie entertained and kept me interested throughout. The acting is great, as David Cornsweet does a great job as Superman, and Rachel Bronson is great as Lois Lane. These two, great casting for these two. They both knock it out of the park. But the standout for me in this film is Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, as he's the best Lex Luthor I've ever seen in a Superman film, as he steals every scene he's in. He's a great villain. Nicholas Hoult, he's just a terrific actor, one of the most underrated actors working today. Nathan Fillion also does a great job as Green Lantern. I hope we get a standalone Green Lantern film down the road. That would be nice. The cinematography is great in this film, as I love the use of vibrant colors and lighting in this film. It just looks beautiful. This is a well-shot superhero film, well-shot Superman film. The production design is spectacular, as you can't go wrong with these great Superman set pieces. The visual effects look amazing with great use of CGI, and this, along with the production design, really captured the world of Superman wonderfully. It looks beautiful. The sound effects are amazing in this film, as the action is loud and energetic the way I like it. The score is great, adds emotion and depth to the scenes, but I could have used some more soundtrack, better soundtrack, especially coming from James Gunn. This is the same guy who made the 3 Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and all 3 of those films had 3 of the best soundtracks ever. So I expected a little more from that department in this movie. The editing offers some reasonable pacing, as it starts off a little slow, but definitely picks up the pace and transitions very smoothly from each scene. And the runtime is perfect. At 2 hours, you know, I think this is the perfect length for a superhero film, between that 2 hour 20. Sometimes, depending on the superhero flick, maybe 2.5 hours. Over that, you're kind of pushing it. But there have been some great over 2.5 hour superhero films. But, you know, sometimes you're kind of pushing it. But this one's perfect, nonetheless. Overall, Superman has some flaws, minor flaws, but I enjoyed it, and definitely will be adding this film to my collection on Blu-ray, and I recommend giving it a watch, so check it out. I'm giving this film a B+. We're in very good watching this movie. In and Out, Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's type shit. Alright, y'all, so that is the end of the video. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment on whether you have seen this movie or excited to see it. And if you see it, let me know your thoughts. What is your favorite Superman? Mine's the 1978 Richard Donner version. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button alert so know when I drop a new review. Appreciate you all for watching. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night, whatever time you're watching this. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch me talk about movies. Thank you. Bye-bye.